Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hope you're having a good day so far. Nice and sunny here for a change. Right, I'll bring the guys in. And there we go. And we have got Jaffa in with us today. And we've got Mark.
Hi, everyone.
So they're going to be keeping me up to date with the chat and everything that's going on. What I'm doing today is I've got a piece of ash on the lathe. It's about 2 inches thick by about 11.5 inches in diameter. And I'm going to be doing some Dendrite fractal painting again. Because I like doing that. And this is going to be a practice because I'm going to be doing something similar on the crafty weekend, which is coming up fairly soon. Well, when I say fairly soon, it's the 27th of March that we're going to be doing that. Oh, what happened there? My camera went off. That's it. Right, I was looking at the chat earlier on, and I think it was Gerard was saying about Yorkshire grit, and he's going to try using Yorkshire grit without sand and sealer because he'd seen some Americans do that. Now, I've worked closely with Glyn, who developed Yorkshire grit. I've worked closely with Glyn for quite a few years now, and he did a hell of a lot of research, obviously when he was developing the Yorkshire grit. And the reason that you use sand and sealer before the Yorkshire grit, cheers JP, is that it actually seals up, or it partly seals up the wood. If you don't use sand and sealer, the mineral oil and the wax that's in the Yorkshire grit can actually soak into the wood. And what tends to happen if you don't use sand and sealer is that you've got to use Yorkshire grit twice, which is the reason behind using the sand and sealer. That was just that one. And can also say thank you to Rex. He put a nice comment in about the sunset photo I did yesterday, and also a bit about me doing the lives as well. So thank you very much for that, Rex. Right, I'll get on and do some turning, and these guys can start letting me know who's in the chat and everything.
I've got the list up, so shall I do it?
Yeah, go on in, Welsh Mark.
Boy, right, so we've got Andy H is returning, Barry's in the shed, Brian at Hardwood turning, David Eisenhower, Doc Miller at Woodspun Round, Duncan the Demon Barber, Four King Owls, Gerard the French Turner, Hodgepodge Woodworks, Jennifer's Craft and Creations, Jennifer Stroughton, Jixie Shed, Joe Senior, some bearded wonder called JP Woodwork, Lawrence Bugaja, Mike Hugh, Hobby Wood Turner from Ilminster, Nick Castle, Richard Phelan, Robert Dolman, Dr. Bob, Sidley 61, Terry from TJ Turning, Trevor P, Hobby Wood Turner, Wayne the Wood Turner, and Wood Wizardry by Colin. That's my list.
Yeah, go.
There you go.
Anybody I missed? Blame you two.
The flat still there, so I'll just take that off.
So, Wayne, you just mentioned about the sunrise or sunset of the pictures that you took. I didn't say stop turning, carry on.
All right, okay.
Right.
Well. Editing.
Yeah, yes, master, yes, master.
This needs to be edited, remember?
Hodgepodge is in.
Have you ever
Yorkshire
thought about
in.
trying to incorporate any of them sunsets into any of your projects?
I have. The problem with that is that I'm not a very good artist.
Artist is in the eye of the beholder.
So we've got Glyn from the Yorkshire Git, Hodgepodge Woodworks, and Benjamin all joined.
Hiya, Glyn.
Hello, everybody.
I've just been explaining, Glyn, why you use sand and sealer before Yorkshire grit.
Or you can use double the Yorkshire grit and give Glyn more money so he can buy more tools. Or
well, there is that.
Doc Miller's adding about the Yorkshire grit. Wayne, doesn't the sanding sealer also raise the grain a bit, allowing the grit to remove them as well?
It does.
Barry's in the shed thing.
I had someone in my Premiere last night trying to plug some other shite.
Yeah, we stomped all over him.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
We don't talk about inferior products on this channel. Or yours. Or mine.
Mark, Ruby asked a question a while back. JP could answer it, I think. Right, let's scroll up. Ruby. Do. Let's keep going, Ruby.
It must have been early on.
God, yeah.
Oh, does anyone know how many I need before I can post a longer video? You can post a long video straight away.
Yeah.
No,
You should be able to post a long video straight away.
Yeah, I always have been able to. From the start. They removed the 15-minute limits about 18 months ago.
there you go.
What I would suggest is right from the get-go, I would keep all your videos around the 10 between 10 and 15 minutes. So say about 12, 13-minute videos, and keep them consistent. And what I would also say is pick a day, pick a time, and stick to it. And especially if you're going to be doing regular videos, because that keeps you in the YouTube's algorithm's good books, if you like. Because the second you change it, YouTube's algorithm gets upset.
Somebody's just asked me a question. Robert Stewart, it's Indasa. Rhino Plus. Keith from Circular Wood by Keith. It's the person to speak to. That's who I get it from.
Gerald, the name is Dreschendorf Shoes.
That's the German lathe company, isn't it? They make the Stratos.
Couldn't tell you. Ruby Claire says it's not letting me. The ones I want to post are closer to 30 minutes. Is there any way of condensing them down, Ruby, by any chance?
I think the difficulty Ruby has is that a lot of the videos that she's going to be putting out are going to be actual sort of demo videos with explanations in.
Ah, right. So what I would say then, Ruby, is maybe do cut them down and put them out as maybe 2 or 3 or even 4-parters. That's anything I can suggest to start off with.
Is there not a setting in YouTube where you can click a button and it allows you to?
I'm sure there's a setting where you can see how many you need, and you might be able to change it.
Because I've been able to post long videos from when I first started. Now I had 23 subs.
It may be different in different countries, though, Mark. That's the problem.
Oh, right. Okay.
So that's the only thing I can think to do, Ruby, is maybe put them out in different parts.
Terry's made a good point. Ruby, are you verified in YouTube Studio? All right. Hodgepodge says he's just Googled it, and you need to verify your account to post over 15 minutes. So if you go into YouTube Studio and look for verify account, and then follow the instructions that YouTube gives you, you'll be able to do it.
Yeah. I've got a message from the ever lovely Wendy.
Paul Smith is in. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
BF Turning's in. Hi, BF Turning. Pretty sure, Ruby, it's really easy to do the verifying. They just send you an email. You just click the link, and that's verified then. It's done. Just to make sure you're not a false channel, a ghost channel. Pete from Twisted Trees is in. Hello, Pete. Pete has very kindly spent 2 hours this morning sorting my computer out remotely from Bristol. Very much appreciated.
Right, that's it sanded to 240.
Mrs. Joe Senior says, Wayne, are you colouring today?
I am, Joe, yes. I will be doing a little bit of colouring on the rim of the bowl. And in answer to the question that you asked me earlier on this morning in Dust, I don't know where that thing is in the video from yesterday. Jamie did tell me what time the thing came on, but I can't find it.
I even sent him a video of exactly where it was. So I'll let everybody know where it was, right? So if you go back to the video, when he first pulls out Drilly and starts sanding, if you look on the wall behind the lathe, it will come up and say JP's music is better.
Hashtag JP's music is better.
And it will also come up with a card, a YouTube channel card, and say JP Woodwork. When that pops up, that's when you see the text.
Thank you, Ian B. Yeah, it does work a treat. I used it again yesterday.
By the way, Mark, it's your turn to sing.
Hi, Katie. Oh, is it really? Oh, God.
Oh, no. Cornish maid's in here.
Hiya, Katie.
Don't you be nasty to Katie.
She's trouble. She's trouble, she is.
Is she?
She's lovely.
Go on, Mark.
For hands that feel pity can be soft as your face, with light brown Yorkshire gritty.
God. You know when you open your mouth just that once too early?
Yeah, well, that was your fault. You made me do it. The big boys made me do it, then they ran away.
Yeah, that was it.
Brian's here, to be sure, to be sure.
Hello, Brian. Who is Terry?
I turn the speed down.
Forking Hours. Who uses Stream Deck? I ordered 2 4K webcams yesterday. A Stream Deck jumped in the basket. Only the decent streamers use these Stream Decks.
In your opinion.
That's why I don't use one.
That's why you don't use one at all.
I'm not a decent Stream Deck. I'm not a decent streamer. I'm mediocre.
Feel free to jump in at any time, Pete. I know you're listening.
Even the ones that below, the ones that use touch portal, or even below me.
Touch Portal is a less expensive alternative. not going to say it's better. I'm just going to say it's less expensive. But it is better.
It kind of reminds me of like you go and buy a game on an app store on your phone, and all of a sudden it comes out of adverts. It's like, oh god, that's what it reminds me of.
Kind of like the adverts on your videos. Sorry, I said
Bit like that.
out
Bit like that.
loud. Inside
Bit like
voice,
that.
outside voice.
But you could also get an ad blocker. You can't on a touch portal. Pete says, touch portal gives you so many more options and costs £10,000 less.
He's not wrong.
Well, up to now, what I've seen of the touch portal, I don't know if it's like this for everybody, but it seems as soon as Mark touches it, it goes fucking wrong.
Well, yeah, that's because it's me touching it. That's why.
Yeah, user error. Hello, Jigsy. Oh, Jigsy's in the house, Wayne.
Hi, Jigsy. Right, I'm just finishing the bottom off with some microcrystalline wax.
Drop your mic. Brian says, Stream Deck is to streaming as Pro Edge is to sharpening. Yeah, I'd actually agree with that. And Touch Portal is to streaming what CBN wheels are to sharpening. So, yeah.
As what Mark is to pole dancing.
Yeah. It's not going to happen. Get over it.
It's like if you put Russia and whiskey or vodka and Mark in the same sentence. I haven't even got a stream deck and I still say they're better.
Dale's in. Hello, Dale. Here we go.
Dale.
Speaking of stream decks, I finally got someone on my side.
Right, that's the bottom done. Nice piece of ash.
That's what he said.
Very pretty.
Neil Gould's in the house.
Hi, Neil.
Hi, Neil.
Hodgepodge says, Wayne gets all the pretty ash. I got there first, Mark.
Right,
I'll
so
let you read out the next one.
What the plan is for the top, I'll do a fairly wide rim, small bowl, but I'm going to put a recess in the rim around about an inch wide, just by a couple of mil deep. See how I change there between inches and metric?
You did.
Keeps everyone on their toes.
Cornish May says, right, sorry, I've got to run to the slot while the sun is shining. I'll watch you later. Mark, you're my favourite earworm next to Jamie.
She didn't say the last bit. Good turn, Daily Blair's in. Hi, Blair.
Hello, Blair.
I'll just come back the other way just to get rid of any tear out.
Chris Nunn is in. Hi, Chris.
Hello, Chris.
He's Woodstock the Woodturner. Oh, thanks, Pete. Katie said she lost the plot, and Mark is a favourite. Proves plot lost.
Yeah.
Right, so if I make the bowl around about there, we make the recess around about there. I'll do the recess first.
Chris Dodge is in the house. He says, "Hi, Chris," from Chris. Dale said the touch port was not a CBM wheel. It's like using a diamond card on your mate dropped off and told you it might work as long as you rub it the right way.
So wrong.
And he left the card in his pocket while he was telling you.
Just so wrong.
Right, that's all I'm wanting for the recess.
Touch portal works fine when it's being used by somebody who knows what they're doing. That's why I have problems.
Brian says, only made it in today, just finished planting 60 trees this morning and bacon sandwiches for lunch. Neil Gold said there's some sad people who's giving thumbs down. It happens, Neil. It happens. Probably them people that like touch portals. Because Wayne uses a stream deck.
No, that was me. I did one of the thumbs down if there's more than one.
Brian says we need to whip round and get Mark a stream deck.
No, really, we don't.
Pete says, but Dale can't make the stream deck switch cams to follow you around the workshop. Touch portal can. Oh, I bet you Dale can. I wouldn't challenge Dale to anything. I'll bet he'll probably have that working within the hour.
Of course, that only works if your cameras work. Mine are so dodgy.
Mark, did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Caught it.
I did it twice yesterday.
Yeah, if it's not on camera, it didn't happen.
Well, you were watching.
I must have been drunk at that point.
Ruby Claire says, nice control cuts, Wayne.
Cheers, Ruby.
Don't encourage him, Ruby, for God's sake. He's a bad enough show-off as it is.
Billy! The star of the show. This is at that moment right there.
Di's in. Hi, Di Proud.
Hello, Di.
Chris from Bailey Woodworks is in. Hi, Chris.
Hello.
G'day. Rex B's asking, Wayne, what is your final thickness at the centre, please?
Oh, hang on a minute, Rex. I'll just tell you.
Do you want that in inches or millimetres?
Hang on a wee second.
It's a of an inch.
About half an inch.
Hodgepodge says he just finished moving a truck full of sweet gum into the shop this morning. Got anchor seal on about half so far. Nice.
Who was that?
Hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge. Yeah, I saw the load that you'd just finished chainsawing.
Richard RJK Spinwood's in. Hi, Richard.
This is the part where Drilly takes it down to about 1/16 of an inch.
Right, now I'm not going to, or I haven't sanded the recess, and it is going to get, got a little bit of tear out there. I'll just get that sanded off. What I'll do, I'm going to give it all a coat of sand and sealer, and in the recess, I'll not do anything about knocking the sand and sealer back. That's going to give a key for the paint to go on. A wee bit more. There we go. That's done that. Where'd I put the sand? Oh, there it is.
Behind you. It's behind you. That is a lovely piece of ash.
It is. Shame to colour it, but it's only getting a little bit of colour. It's not getting a lot. Just wipe off the excess. Some Yorkshire grit on there.
It's your turn to sing this time, Jamie.
Hands that feel gritty, can soften your face. Light brown, Yorkshire gritty.
I love the enthusiasm.
This year's Eurovision Song Contest entry by Jamie Page.
It's the beard. That's what it is. It's more manly.
Yeah. Douglas Mungham's in. Hi, Douglas.
Hey, Douglas.
How you doing?
Feeling the love in the chat for the singing, JP.
I know. Voice of an angel. Voice of an angel.
So again, I'm going to use microcrystalline wax just
backstage, Wayne.
finish this. Sorry?
Dale's backstage.
Oh, hang on.
I heard
There he is.
Jamie butchering the Gritty song. I thought I'd come in and rescue you guys.
There's nothing wrong with my voice.
There's nothing wrong with your voice. It just shouldn't sing. Neither should mine, but at least I know the words. Oh, you're waxing. Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off.
Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
That was on yesterday.
A fallen angel, Jimmy. A fallen angel.
Doug Miller says, Dale, good to see you. After them last remarks, I'm going to have to agree, I suppose. Shouldn't sing. It's a family-friendly show, so I'm going to have to agree at this present time.
Right.
I went till we go off air to
No, you
raise
finished
my
with.
complaints with Dale.
No, I've still got the painting to do yet, Dale.
Oh.
Hodgepodge says JP's looking a bit Amish these days. Yeah, he is.
I am.
Why should it be?
Right, let's get rid of these tools.
All his life in an Amish paradise.
I refer you to the Big Al song, Amish Paradise.
That's the one I'm thinking about. It's exactly the one I'm thinking about.
Not there.
Oh, compare.
Go compare. Where's Hugh?
Huey's there. Oh, there's an idea.
Bless me.
Gesundheit. David Heath is in. Hi, David.
Hello, David.
Right, let's see if this works.
Dun, 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 dun,
Did
dun,
I
dun,
move
dun,
the
dun.
camera? Are you able to move the camera, Wayne?
Yeah, I think.
Beautiful
Move it to the
Chuck.
tailstock end. That's better.
Oh, hang on, that's loose.
No, it's not. I thought it was alright the first time. Now we've gone on to the Blair Clasper project.
How's that?
It's still. It's
Exactly where you started.
It's
Leave it
this
there.
go over where the chuck, mate.
Leave it there. Leave it there. It looks pretty. Leave it there.
You'll be able to see what I'm doing anyway.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
The recess I'm going to fill with paint, hopefully, without getting it everywhere. I hope I mixed enough. This is where it all
Have you
goes
seen my
peaked on.
paint?
Purdy.
Have you seen my paint? Chris Dodds wants to know if you've got any paint up your nose, Wayne. No, that's just his
No.
accent.
And now follows a short sketch with a man with some black paint up his nose.
Black paint up your nose? You're joking, man. Dennis Beamish is in.
Hi, Dennis.
Ruby's asking, how did you mix the paint?
Right, it is
With a spinny
black-
story thing.
a black acrylic paint, which I've mixed around about 50-50 with flow medium or flow troll.
I can't remember the other one I buy. So was it Floetrol or was it one of the alternatives?
The one I've got is the Joe Sonia's one.
Ah, okay.
I probably
You
should
got
have
this
thinned
at-
it down a bit.
You gonna give it a turn down after it's on, or are you gonna leave it as is?
No, this is getting the Dendrite effect.
Oh, so it's gonna go everywhere. As opposed to in
Douglas
the growth.
Bungham says, "All hail the Wood Jedi." Would a cake turntable be good to do this?
Yes, it would.
Yes-ish, I think would be the answer. You have to be able to affix your project to the cake turntable, because unless it's a big, heavy turntable, they tend to be quite light. And you turn the object, and the object turns, and the turntable stays still.
You're moving off screen, mate.
Oh, sorry.
He's moving away from us. Moving
Ruby's
away
asking-
from us.
Ruby's asking, would a brush be easier?
It probably would, Ruby, to tell you the truth. It probably would. Let's see if I can find a brush. I should have thinned it down a bit more. That way it would have probably gone easier.
I've got some of them paintbrushes.
I think I got all of mine. Doug reckons you used the stick to slow down the process.
Yeah, I definitely should have thinned this down more.
At 50-50, I mean, it's quite rich in terms of pigment.
Yeah.
Richard
You know what?
RJK's Spinning Wood says, would your beard have been better?
He'd have to have got a beard straightener for that to have worked.
Funnily
Do we
enough,
know
we
anyone?
know,
Do we know?
we
Do we
do,
know
yeah,
anyone with a beard
we know
straightener?
somebody who's got one of those, yeah.
Yep. Let it be known I know a guy.
Andy Hewer thinks got one.
It's the only reason I'm growing mine.
I thought it was so you could do another fire effect in your workshop, Jamie. The ring of fire
That'd
and
be fun.
the tuft of fuzz.
Be a good way of shaving. It smell horrible, but it'd be a good way of shaving.
I feel you're loony.
Pete from Twisted Tree says he's got a 2-minute video of him using his display turntable to spin a bowl slowly for painting in his tools playlist.
Ooh.
Nice idea.
There we are. Let's see how this works. I'm not really bothered about the ridges and anything in the black paint on this. This is something that I'll have a play with over the next few weeks.
Wayne, do you want to move the bowl to the headstock end a bit?
Again, yeah.
There you go.
Well, I've already paid for it to be a Plaxius piece anyway, Wayne, so it don't matter.
Put a dot, Wayne, 2 inches to your right on that crack line. See the crack line on the board? Put a dot of paint 2 inches to your right. There. Don't go any further than that.
Yeah. Right, that's that done. Give that a wipe. And then we'll have a laugh and see if this works or not.
And now follows a short sketch with a man with a bowl going up his nose.
Hardy, hardy, har.
Right, where have I put that?
Let it be known that Ruby come up with a brush idea.
Okay, so in this pot, I have got red, what are they called? Acrylic ink. I've got red acrylic ink. I've got isopropyl alcohol, and I've got silicone oil. So let's see what happens when I stick some on here.
Pre-mixed.
Pre-mixed.
Wayne's using
Interesting.
alcohol on a project, not down his gullet.
He says
Strange
it's paint.
days we live in.
He says it's paint. Could
BF
be-
Turning says, how long before the oil dries correctly, Wayne?
The paint will
Probably
probably
never.
take a couple of days to dry.
I do like that.
The silicon oil probably won't dry properly ever.
No,
You've got to wash it off. But it comes to the surface usually.
So there we go. That's that done.
So what would you
And
put
what
over
I'll-
the top of it then?
What I'll do, what I tend to do, or what I've done with the last couple of bits, Jamie, is that I've let it dry completely, and any oil on the top, I've just wiped off. And then
Okay.
once you get that cleaned off, you can actually put a lacquer over the top. Now, you might be able to see this. Can you see how the small, very small dendrites are actually forming?
Yeah.
That's sort of the effect that I'm looking for.
Gerard, the French Turner, says, "Oh, how the Wood Jedi? The mix that you have, what proportion for that mix you applied?"
Right. The general rule of thumb on the videos that I've watched on this is 1 drop of ink, 1 drop of silicon, and 1 drop of isopropyl alcohol. So in here, I've probably got where am I? In here, there we are. In here, I've probably got about 7 drops of ink, 7 drops of silicon, and 7 drops of the alcohol.
The proximate mix. I've seen sits roughly at 40, 30, 30.
Okay.
Roughly.
Now, I'm not getting the same effect on this black as what I did the other week when I used the white paint with the blue. So I may well have a bit play about with this. I might wipe all this off and try it with the white and the blue. That seemed to give a better effect. I just thought I'd try something different today with the black, just to see if I got the effect. It has put the dendrites on there, but they're not spreading out the way they did with the blue
Needed
on the
more
white.
flow. Is it possible you needed more flow medium to have that
Yeah.
flatten?
I needed more flow medium in the black, so it would actually settle down properly. Because this isn't settling down properly. It's too thick.
Still looks pretty good though.
But
it does look nice.
It is a good effect. I should be able to get quite a decent photograph out of that. But like I say, I'll be having a bit of play with this. But again, it was just a one to show you, let you see how it works and what happens with it. I'm quite happy with that. Okay, it looks a bit untidy, but for the proper one, hopefully it'll be better.
Do that
than
again. Have
What's that?
have the shot across the bowl. And you can begin to see the dendritic forming on this camera angle quite well. You know, you can just see it just the way the light catches it. It's much easier. You can see
Yeah.
it starting to ghost and crisp out. Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
So, just a bit play for this afternoon. I was actually doing this to see if I could get it done for the crafty weekender, and yeah, I think I can get that done for the crafty weekender.
Yeah, 44 minutes.
You are going to have to do it. And here's one I prepared earlier.
No. I'm going to be doing it, and I'll take a photograph of it while it's on the plywood. For the crafty
Another quick question, Wayne. Gerard the French Turner says, "Oh, how the Wood Jedi? Do you need to have the base paint thick?"
No, you don't really need to have it thick, but you've got to have it wet. The first time I tried this, Dale and I would have been talking about the Dendrite Fractal painting for the lot of weeks now, and I tried it with spray paint, with white spray paint, and it didn't work. It didn't work at all. It was actually quite disappointing. So then I tried it with the white paint and the blue, and I think I put some red in there as well. And I've still actually got it here. I tried it with on a vase. So that's the one I did on a vase.
Yeah.
So you can actually see the
cool, though.
Yeah, you can actually see the how the fractals have gone. A little bit of a run on the bottom because I'd actually left it on the lathe. I probably should have left the lathe spinning, but that turned out not too bad.
So someone shot a lung.
I worry about your mind. I really do worry about your mind.
Hodgepodge is asking. Hodgepodge is asking, did you do some organising? Looks like some extra tools are standing up, or maybe I've got no idea what I'm talking about.
No, not really. No.
It's the latter then, Hodge.
Rob Summerlin's in the chat, who's the Canadian distributor of Yorkshire Grit and Hampshire Sheen.
Hi, Rob.
So if you live in Canada, go over there and get some Yorkshire Grit and Hampshire Sheen.
So it's not actually shown on there very well. Let's put the tailstock one back on again.
You can see
I
had a higher res, but it's kind of lost that a little bit now. But yeah, you can see you can definitely see the subtlety of color forming up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. It means that I can do that for the crafty weekender.
Perhaps a thinner base.
With a thinner base, yeah. So I'll get more of a pouring type of consistency. I think that's what it needs.
Lob some water in it.
Yeah, stick some water in.
Let it be known that Rob is also Ruby's cameraman.
Oh my!
He is. He is.
Yep.
So it's Rob who's doing who at the moment is doing the camera work for Ruby's videos. Cool. Right, guys, I'm going to call it there. I'm going to grab a quick bite to eat and then pop back out here to do some other stuff.
Splendid.
So I mention Jamie's live.
Oh, later. Jim, yeah, JP's got a live this afternoon at 5 o'clock.
Oh, I know.
There's the link.
And Mark is live tonight at 8 o'clock. Yep. I've still got around about 80 subs to go before I hit the 3,500, where I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So let's hope we can get there fairly soon.
Gerald's lobbed in a last-minute question. He says, "All hail the Wood Jedi. Could you use water instead of the flow medium?"
Yes, you could. The thing with using water, though, is that that can have a tendency to thin down the colour, whereas flow medium doesn't actually thin down the colour.
It's a less dense, because with acrylic paints, there's a powder that goes into making the acrylic, and then they mix it in with the E flow medium or a transport medium, and the flow medium matches that same basic structure as the carrier medium, so you don't dilute the colors.
I think it's sometimes called wet water. Flow medium. It's got less surface tension than water has. That's what it's got.
I may have the word wrong here, but I think it's a subfractant kind of thing, so it disrupts the surface tension, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Grand.
PVA will do the same trick. PVA will do the same trick with water.
Yes, it will, and I've got a nice. I think I've got a gallon of cheap PVA purely for that purpose.
Yep, it's good gear.
Right, guys, I'm going to... Oh, there's Jamie Combe and his flaming beard again. Did he make that comb, Jamie?
Yeah, of
No.
course I made that call.
You
No,
know
it came-
you can do that in the scroll saw.
I know.
Right, I'm hitting the button. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, whatever you're doing. And
I'll see
I will
everybody at
see you
5
soon.
if you want to
Yep.
turn up.
Just
If you
remember, Jamie's on at 5.
don't, we should have no haters. I don't use a stream deck or a touch portal. So.
Right, guys, I'll see you soon.